A lot of times on my day-to-day journey of talking to women and joining with divine feminine energy all around the world, I'm often asked, like, why did I start the red tent? And the reality is we need a space as women where we can come together, we can heal, and we can do the womb work that it takes for us to be able to live our most vibrant and divinely inspired and powerful lives as women. Part of being a woman is figuring out how we can manage and juggle every aspect of life. We have ourselves, we have our jobs, we have our children, we have our mates, we have our businesses if you're an entrepreneur. We have the reality that we are the caretaker for everybody surrounding us in our homes and even in our communities. And we have the divinely guided responsibility of restoring the balance in the earth plane. So I just always envisioned a space in a community where that was held at the center and the core of everything that was done. And I realized very quickly that if nobody else was going to create a space where women were at the core and at the center and in the most purposeful and most powerful position of restoring that balance across the divine earth hemisphere, then it was up to me to do it. There hasn't been a time yet that during this journey of creating the red tent where I felt like we had reached the top point. I'm a firm believer in once you have arrived, there's no more work to be done. So I feel like I'm constantly on this path and on this journey of restoring the balance, of bringing back my sisters to the center, right? And even, in the reality that every time I meet with a sister who has an issue or an ailment or a womb trauma or a past life trauma or a current life trauma that they're suffering with, I'm reminded that it's an aspect of myself that I'm looking square in the face and doing the work for myself through them and through the connection that I build with the sisters that are in the red tent. Another really crazy part of this journey is that I realized, okay, Hadida, you've been talking about this forever on your YouTube channel. You've been connecting with sisters in person. You've even held red tent circles in your home. Now what are we going to do? And then that's when I realized it was time to create the retreat. It was time for us to go into the woods, into the mountains, into the forest, into earth, Mother Nature, and do the womb work that it was going to take for us to restore the balance in our minds, in our spirits, in our souls, and definitely in our bodies. Everything that we experience as women on a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual level is starting in the root of our wombs. It's starting in the core and the essence of who we are. And for us as women, that core and that essence is our womb space. So throughout this journey, I'm visualizing 3 days of release, revival, and rejuvenation. Full circle of women sitting down, talking about life experiences, devising plans, doing the womb work, doing the crying, doing the hugging, doing the mentorship of the circles, doing the spiritual work, doing the regaining of the divine masculine and feminine, touching the core and the essence, getting down into that root, getting down into our vulnerability, getting down into our cores and our center as women. It's all about to go down. And I'm so freaking excited because it's time. It's time for us as women to walk into our divine purpose and our plan. And I feel like a large portion of that is getting ready to happen on this spring retreat that I'm doing. I can't wait to meet all of you. I can't wait to get a chance to sit down and really connect with each and every woman that's going to be on this retreat. To sit down and to touch your womb center and during this womb massage, to help you hold these crystals, to visualize what it's going to be like as you're living your life of abundance, of prosperity, of healing. A healed life is an abundant life. Health is wealth, right? But along with that wealth comes the wisdom, comes that divine guidance, comes the being centered in our core. And so through everything that's going to happen on this retreat, one thing that I know that's going to happen for sure, besides the healing, is the balance, is regaining the balance. And I'm looking forward to it. Friday of releasing, Saturday of reviving, and Sunday of rejuvenating. And then ending this divine circle in this space of sisterhood with the reality that we are healed and we are now living our most purposeful and divinely guided lives as the women and the sisters of this red tent. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet you in person and to connect with you, and for us to get down to the center and the core and touch and bring into bold, powerful realization who exactly you are as the queen living this most divinely inspired life and on this divinely inspired journey. I can't wait to meet you, sis. I really, really can't. Peace.